We're going to get right to questions. We're going to start with Joe Bettner with the Norman transcript, and then we'll go to Jason Kersey.
Gotcha.
TJ, you had some catches there that were you made contact and were still able to go after, pick up a few more yards. I'm curious how much of an emphasis that's been for you this offseason to maybe be more involved in kind of in the pass game.
Definitely it's been a big emphasis. DeMarco has always, since he became a coach here, he's always taught us about breaking tackles and being able to finish our runs and, make big little plays and the bigger plays. And this offseason, working on lower body strength and things like that have definitely allowed us to be able to do so.
Thank you.
Jason Kersey with The Athletic, and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, TJ, just as a kid that came in as highly recruited as you were, have the last few years been tough on you? Have you gotten frustrated at times? And if so, how did you kind of fight through that and stay positive?
I would definitely say I've been through every emotion in college football. Ups and downs, being injured to having good camps and really not having the season turn out my way. But, always keep faith. I got a very strong support system at home, my family. God, I've always leaned on them when I've been through hard times, and they kept me going. And the game is gonna test you, and if you really love the game, like we all say we do, you're gonna go through ups and downs. And main thing for me has just been keep fighting and always seeing the road at the end of the tunnel.
Thanks, TJ.
Yes, sir.
Ryan Aber with the Oklahoman, and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, TJ. How close do you think the running game is to getting going again? And what are some of the things, especially last week when you were in there, that you noticed that we're keeping it from being as successful as y'all have been?
We very close. Main focus now is just playing 11-man football, and we think by doing so, runs will start to pop, and we got to finish that practice, and everything's gonna work itself out.
Appreciate it.
Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World, and then Bob Prisbillo.
Hey, TJ, just how much have you had to really establish yourself into a leader into that running backs room during the past 12 months, beginning with the Peach Bowl and then watching players in the room opt out, transfer, and not unavailable due to suspension?
Yeah, definitely through these last 4 months, I've seen myself take under that role, being the oldest guy out there right now, and trying to lead by example and just come out there every day on the practice field and continue to work hard and keep them young guys going. And with Coach Murray, he's definitely made it an easy transition.
Thank you, TJ.
Okay, Bob Prisbillo with Sooner Scoop, and then let's go to John Hoover after that.
DJ, you're the first running back we've talked to in 2020. So what's DeMarco Murray been like? What are some of the things that he's really brought to the table for you guys?
Juice. He's brought everything to the table, honestly. It's been a blessing to have him as our coach. Every day we come in, we learn something new. We learn, about the game of football outside of just the running back area, but defenses and different positions. And he's opened our eyes up to a lot of different aspects of the game of football that, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to be a part of so far.
John Hoover with SI Sooners, and then Caleb McCurry.
Hey, TJ, a follow-up question to the guys who have left and your emergence as a leader. You mentioned DeMarco Murray, his role in that. Can you kind of expound on his role in helping you become that leader? What some of the things he's done to maybe encourage you to take it more on your shoulders?
Yeah, definitely. I would say mostly just pushing me harder to new levels and new heights that that he sees in me, and just allowing me to, say my voice in young guys and be able to talk to them and push them. And, just having DeMarco Murray as your coach is enough. Like, we come every day, I want to do the things that he's done. So, you want to listen and you want to learn, and you want to soak up all the knowledge you can get. And, and I try my best to spread that to the younger guys.
And then a quick follow-up, if you don't mind. The Coach Riley said a minute ago that losses suck. He used that word, and he said it's hard and it hurts like hell. And he said that it's looks forward to the challenge of getting over the next one, getting to the next one. Can you describe that from a player's perspective? What he's talking about, the pain that you guys go through losing games like that?
Definitely, because we work so hard every day, and we always see a big end goal for us, because this is Oklahoma football. We have high expectations for ourselves. So under the circumstances, we try our best to go through, understand what went wrong, and continue to move forward, understanding it's a long season ahead. And we continue to fight, continue to push. We know what the end result can be.
I appreciate it, TJ. Thank you.
Caleb McCurry with OU Daily, and then Dean Blevins.
DJ, what have your conversations been like with Ramondre, and how hard do you think he's taking, not being able to play these games this season?
Me and Ramondre have became very close. And he does his best to stay motivated. He comes out to practice every day, working hard, and he understands that his time will come, and he's being patient, keeping faith. And I can't wait for him to come back. He'll be ready.
Thanks.
Dean Blevins with KWTV, and then Kerry Murdoch.
Yeah, TJ, you guys ran hard and ran well the other night, you and Seth. But there were no runs over 15 yards. In fact, I don't believe there have been any through 2 games. What's it going to take to finish runs off? There's a big difference in a 14-yard run and one where you're able to take it to the house. Can you talk about what needs to happen for you to be able to bust big ones?
Definitely. We just gotta continue to finish our runs and trust our eyes and trust what we see. And it starts on the practice field. And I definitely believe those big runs that you're talking about are on the way.
Let's go to. I can't remember who I said next. Who did I say next?
You said me, Mike. Gary.
Gary.
Hey, TJ. I know you guys would rather struggle and pull out a victory and kind of have something, a lesson to learn. But, coming off a loss like that, does it make guys on both sides of the ball kind of take stock like, oh, okay, we lost CD and we lost Jalen, we lost all these guys, we lost Kenneth Murray. Does it make everybody kind of look at themselves and say, you know what? It's time for me to step up to be that next great player at Oklahoma if we're going to live up to the standard that we expect?
I would say we definitely all understand the standard that it is here, and we all been here with guys that were great and took and put the team on their backs. And I think everybody's going to fall into their own role and understanding that everybody has to play their role. And throughout the season, people will continue to fit into their roles, and people will blossom, and I think it'll come out perfect.
But when you have a loss like that, is it almost, I don't know, more of a stark reality? Like, okay, we're not living up to that standard. We're not, doing what we should be doing as players at Oklahoma. We're not being the playmakers that we need to be.
I think as a whole, we're mostly focused on consistency. We know, even though we lost, we did put some good film out there, and I think the main thing right now is just being consistent, and that's what we're really focused on right now.
Thanks, DJ.
Time for just a couple more. Keegan Renault with Sooners Wire, and then Brandon Drum.
TJ, I know the running game may not be where you guys want it yet, but the one thing that you and Seth McGowan have done really well is in pass protection. That's something that DeMarco's brought to the table, or is that something that you guys have had been good in before he got here?
Definitely, Coach Murray has really honed in on pass protection and how important it is to protect Spencer, and just different fundamentals. And Coach B, and I think Coach Murray plays a big part in our success in the pass pro area right now.
Thank you.
And Brandon Drum, OU Insider.
Hey, TJ, you've had a really good offseason led to you starting this past weekend. Can you kind of walk everybody through? You've talked about the ups and the downs throughout this whole time that you've been at OU, but can you talk about this offseason, sticking around Oklahoma City, working out with a group of guys, and really trying to focus in on everything, and what that has helped you to stay, how that has helped you take a next step to you in your career? And then can you kind of talk about your reaction? You talked about DeMarco and what he's brought to the coach, but when you found out he was going to be the coach, just your instant reaction.
Yeah, I'll start with the reaction. You know, my mom had sent me a tweet, and I kind of didn't even believe it, and I was just like, wow, it's time to get to work. We got a legend coming in here. We're gonna be coached by a legend. And I think all of us guys, we were all excited, and we couldn't wait to get to work with him. And then when it comes to this off season, you know, just training, just trying to build my body up, understanding my cons and my pros, and trying to really hone in on those, and just continue to get faster, continue to get stronger, and understand that the talent is there. I just needed to, you know, believe in myself and bet on myself.